WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany today in the Limburg Whisky Fair 2018 together with
Jean-Arnaud Frantzen from Michel Couvreur Whiskies.
Ooh, Michel Couvreur. Now all of my English-speaking friends from America are going to go, huh? But maybe some other people have heard about them. Tell me a little bit about the history of this company.
We will 30 years old. Mr. Couvreur began 30 years ago. It began to select single casks that you make bottling only and finish the maturation. And today we only make maturation, new make spirits, coming from distilled in Scotland and mainly mature in very old sherry cask. That for me it's very important to continue the soul of Mr. Couvreur and to use very fresh, just empty for us. Wonderful 50 years old sherry cask, either Manzanilla, Oloroso, Amontillado, and of course very sweet Pedro Jimenez cask. That's the soul of our company.
Well, some of the people know that have watched my videos, I'm not the peat monster guy, I'm the sherry bomb guy, and therefore I am very, very much excited about this. Could you tell me a little bit about the bottlings you have with you here in Limburg?
In Limburg, we proposed two novelties for this year. Actually, I think it was very interesting to propose a 12 years old mature in a sweet Pedro PX cask and at 15 years old in Oloroso cask.
Oh.
People have to understand that sherry cask could be completely different.
Yes.
Even if Oloroso gives something very elegant, very fine, with a very delicate aftertaste, and sweet Pedro Jimenez cask give very spicy, very warm sherry cask. It's completely different. So it's very interesting that the younger is darker, the younger is more spicy, and the older is finer, more delicate. That is very interesting.
Yeah.
And I try to propose only natural cask strengths, so that there's no water. 47 for the 15 years.
Wow.
Yes, because we have a very humid cellar, and for me it's very helpful.
Angels are very greedy.
Exactly, but you don't feel the aggressivity of alcohol thanks to the natural cask, natural strengths.
Excellent. And the next question is, what will we have in the future? What can we look forward to maybe?
Have so many experiments in the cellar. Sure, special bottling. It's possible to make so many experiments with a very old port cask, for example, coming from Newport, a 1 century pipa. That's just amazing. I began to make mature in clay amphora, for example.
What? Excuse me, once again?
I try to make mature spirit in clay amphora.
I have no idea what that is. What is clay amphora?
Clay amphora, it's amphor.
Okay.
You need very traditional, but it's not wood.
That's okay.
Just in order to make mature in something very special.
I understand. Thank you. Yes.
Yes. So it's just in order to obtain a special texture thanks to the material.
Right.
It's not wood without woody flavors, but just in order to give some silky texture. To the spirits.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yes.
Fantastic.
So
fantastic.
that's it. Have some very old Manzanilla cask, and for me that gives some iodine. Absolutely genial, light flavors. So I always focus on very different kind of sherry cask. There's so many kind.
Yeah. Now, do you export to different countries, or is it just mainland Europe, America, England, and so on?
Yes. We export a lot in England. We have a very good distributor, Amatus Drinks, in London. We export our most important export. It's USA, New York, California. It's a very good market. Australia, Japanese, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore.
Right.
Every time it's small batch, every time small quantity, but I enjoy that our whiskey could be available in very nice place, like in Brühl, like in Frankfurt with Whiskey for Life. That it's very important, but not every time it's small quantity, because we are very limited.
All right, thank you very much. And the last thing I like to ask always is, where do you get your casks from? That's the most important thing for you. So do you have great connections, or do you pay a lot of money?
Both. Both. I work with Mr. Couvreur since 20 years ago, and I try to have very good connection with sherry companies, so that they are very good friends. but even if it's quite expensive, because I don't want to use seasoning cask, just 6 months or 1 year contain. I absolutely want to use very old sherry cask, 25 years, 50 years, that it's very important. So we pay very expensive. It could be between 700 until 2,000 euro per empty cask. But we need to have a very good relation. For example, we distribute in France Toro Albala. This is a famous Montia Moriles. That is very helpful to be able to buy very old. Today I make a maturation in 1946 vintage of PX from Toro Albala, 1955 vintage, just empty for us. That it's very important. Completely full, very fresh of sherry.
Wow.
But it's become harder and harder.
Yes, I'm sure. Exactly. All right, WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany. Hopefully I'll be able to invite you to a cast, a web stream on a Sunday evening, and together with
Jean-Arnaud Frantzen from Michel Couvreur Whiskies.
Thank you.
Thank you to you.